Hey everyone, and welcome to 10 Talks. I am your host, Kyle Garza.
Your co-host, Don Trimble.
And I'm your co-host, Nick Busta.
And today we're going to be talking to you guys a little bit about the subject of some of the weirder, more quirky, awkward interactions that we've had in the classroom. We've all been there. We've all beefed it a little bit. Pun intended. Speaking of beef, let me tell you about one of my favorite stories. I'm not going to name names just to make this easy. But put yourself in an English classroom where we're reading Fahrenheit 451 together. Guy is approaching a gas station. Everyone's held in suspense. And one student in particular is sitting feet up on the desk, right?
Yeah.
I was a mellow teacher who allowed this here and there, right? Up on the desk, just kind of taking it easy. That same student, when it gets to the quietest, most tense moment, just lets out the most barely audible little, and the classroom of freshmen exploded. I mean, the entire classroom erupted. I'm immediately looking up at this kid over here who is in such a state of disbelief and shock that he's making eye contact with everyone else in the room, trying to acknowledge that the moment actually happened. Like he's looking at everybody like, did you hear that? Was that real? And this poor student immediately goes from like legs up like this to just like, oh dear, okay, all right, well, okay, yeah, that was, okay. So that was mortifying, extremely painful to watch, but for a class that was predominantly freshman guys, probably the best day of their lives.
Okay, this is really important to me though, because I need to hear this not for anyone else, but for myself. You have to have a strategy on this, right? And I need to know yours, Garza, because I respect
it.
And how you because we've had this moment as a teacher. I've had it personally, but I want to know how you handle this as a teacher.
How do you stop it? Or how do you like from it?
You can't stop the gas, man. It happens. It's gonna pass.
Yeah. If memory serves me correctly, I pretty much just let them have the laugh out and just sat there with my book, tried to wait for it to pass. And when eventually it just killed itself, because it's them giggling, obviously. Okay, we're going to go back to reading now. Back to the gas station.
Oh, man. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like, nope, sorry, class is over.
I tried.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, I feel like I've had different moments with different gas passings. Like, this is... Oh my, I could write a book on this. Okay, and this just happened this last year as well. We're sitting in front of one of the art pieces, a Rauschenberg. I can't get over that. But it's a Rauschenberg I'm talking in front of. And I'm standing in front of Rauschenberg. I was obsessed with him. And I'm talking about it. I feel it's something about like the climactic moment, right? Like you're like so passionately talking about this assemblage. And I'm like, and you wouldn't know what he did culturally. Especially to art. I'm just like freaking out. And I get to this moment and I pause. And everybody's on the ground and you see one kid and they're like really like this. And it was totally like a lean, like a and it was like a nice. But they were shocked.
You were a student.
This is dear. Okay, goodness. This was a student, yes. Okay. I don't know if I've had that moment as a teacher.
You ruined your own moment.
Well, I've had one as a student myself, but I'm telling you, I've been able to play others off. If the sound is just comical enough, come on, I'm a human being too.
Yeah, right?
Just holding, yes, I can't hold in my laughter. This year, I felt so bad, and I had played it off. I made a noise louder. I've changed the subject, and most of the class didn't hear it, right? This one, everyone hears. You're in a circle, and I broke down. I was laughing.
Oh, no.
I was laughing.
No.
That's not okay. I was doing it at it. I was like,
you mortified that poor kid, dude.
Right.
I was broken. I had to walk away, and I let them deal with it. I was gone. You guys are in charge of the class.
Oh, dude.
But Moose, you gotta have
reporter, I feel like I have to actually write something up for the abuse that you put that kid through now.
What? Putting me through that? Trying to handle this moment? Dude, they abused me with that. But I'm telling you, I still remember first grade, there was a teacher, she was super sweet, and she would make us all cinnamon toast, and we'd sit there and read a story. Everything's allowed in Iowa, I don't even know, but you'd be eating this cinnamon toast. It was so good. And we were sitting there eating, and I mean, I'm in the back row, I think. Thank God I wasn't. It was second to last. Oh my gosh, I'll never forget. She's reading the story. I have no idea what the story is. I'm just thinking about how warm the cinnamon toast is. And I just sometimes you don't know, you just go.
Sometimes you don't
And I remember, come on, first grade, we are fragile, okay? We're very fragile beings.
Okay.
And I remember, like, every head cascading back like a domino effect, and everybody's like, and instantly, I didn't even think about it. Just as the gas, I didn't think about that. I didn't think about this moment either. I turned my head around, right? You turn your head around. And I remember looking at one of my friends, and everybody, I mean, to this day, he moved to Colorado. His name was Kelson. Everybody thought it was Kelson.
I remember, wow, to this day. There's this,
I didn't say anything.
There's a guy in Colorado who was scarred as a kid because of you. That's what
Think
this
about
episode
that,
is
Don.
teaching me is you were evil. Oh my gosh, man.
You need to find him and apologize.
Seriously, dude, that's what Facebook was invented for.
Yes!
Like, find the people you wronged in your youth and just apologize.
I remember having a conversation with him later too, because he's this dude. He always had a really oversized like Denver Bronco jacket too. So I don't know what the tie was in Colorado, but they had it before, and he'd be wearing it outside, and I was snowing outside, chilling out there. And honestly, I went up. Yeah, it's because it's dead. But I go up to him, and I started to talk to him about it, like, and he was totally good. He was like, oh, it was cool.
He's like the dude from the Mighty Ducks who's all, it was me.
Right?
He's piecing out to Colorado anyways.
That's amazing. That's a nice piece of art. Who's that in the picture with you? That back.
Are you talking about mine or
that
Bruce's?
wall you have? It's like a wall.
This one?
I think I saw like
No.
roses.
When you're
Oh, you guys see it when I pause my screen. Yeah. So I'm so sorry. That's me at the largest outdoor wall installation on Earth, or art installation. It's the wall in Berlin. Okay.
Wow.
And I'm staying with my brother there.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But if I pause it again here, you can see, if you look really close in the bottom right, actually, Jesus has joined us. I never noticed it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to make it. I'll send the picture to you
I see
later.
the hands.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Isn't
see
it-
the
isn't
leg.
it
I
cool?
see the nail scarred foot. Does he
Yeah,
have
it's
a
really cool.
mustache? Did Jesus have a mustache?
I haven't looked. I mean, did
I've been
he?
wrong about Christ all these years? Wow. My image of him is so imperfect. His ways.
All right, Busa, we know you let one loose. We know you did.
Okay, I will have
the
to.
children you scarred for life.
Okay, well, I got two quick ones. So, as a teacher, this is my first year at where I currently teach, and I'm in this impassioned lesson, and I'm talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, the Great War, World War I, and I'm getting emotional. I'm talking, and then I look in the corner of my eye and I see something from one of my students, and I'm right in the middle of this impassioned thing, and then I pause and I go, I can't believe I'm going to be saying this to high school students. However, name of the student, we do not take off our shoes and smell them in the middle of history class.
What?
And everyone turns and looks at him, and he's got his Nikes in his hand to his nose. And he's like, sorry. And he puts it back down. And I'm like, okay. And then I go for another 10 seconds, and then I'm like, wait, I'm sorry. And then I turn to him,
What are you
why
doing?
did you do this? Why did you do that? Now. And he's a very confident student.
Is this
So
a freshman?
no. It was a sophomore. And he's saying, well, I smelled something. It didn't smell that great, and I was wondering, was it me? And so I tried to discreetly, didn't use discreetly, but again, sophomore. I tried
to do that.
Plus he had big feet, so I was like, this big shoe, and and it's a very clean shoe, so it gleamed, and so he's like, I just wanted to check to make sure it wasn't me, and I'm all, okay, what do you do? Like they don't teach you that when you get your
Exactly.
credential.
When you sign up for teaching, they don't tell you these scenarios. They need to have a situation like I think Monsters Inc. Right, where you have this scenario. You walk in, there's kids there. There's just a massive fart, right? There's kids around sniffing shoes. Like
procedures book, like right after, like if a plane crashes into school, if there's a swarm of killer bees, if a kid launches like the thermonuclear bomb in class from his or her butt, that should be a very essential page that everyone has to review every single year. Obviously,
because there's strategy behind this, and you like just like you asking, like, was it a freshman versus? Come on, like the senior class is probably going to try to play off the gas. So maybe there's some more maturity.
I would see that completely playing off differently in a senior class, though. The senior class is like that's a completely different.
Depends on dynamic. Like, are we? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
dude, that happens in a freshman classroom. It's exactly what I pictured from.
Yeah, what I was telling you. It's just like it's madhouse.
Done. Yep, exactly.
Okay, so you had a shoe experience.
I did, but then I do have a humiliating gas experience where it was me. So I'll try and make this brief, but it was at science camp when I was in middle school, and
oh man,
that's a great story. We all know the food that they serve at middle school science camp, right? Like delicious, but bro. And so you know, we were seated, and the counselor was talking about something in nature that I'm sure was pretty. But I was sitting next to a girl that I had a very, very big crush on.
Oh no!
I also had a lot of food for lunch, and it was coming back with a vengeance. And so I thought I was going to discreetly let something pass.
No, it's not how that
but
works.
when it went loose, I mean, birds flew away in this. I mean, like, it was just echoes.
Tell me you were sitting on one of those like metal benches too, where like everything reverberates super hard.
I didn't need that for it to reverberate. I was on pavement and it reverberated.
The air.
And everyone turned and looked at me, and then me with my brilliant middle school mind. What do? You deny it, right? Because if you deny it, then it wasn't you, right? And so I'm like, what? You know, like, why are you doing that? You know, and the coach looked at me with this horrified face, and they erupt in laughter. And then I was like, I have no friends. You know, like, I'm just gone.
Did those kids not know the old adage that he that denied it supplied it?
Verily doth supply at this. Yeah. So
that's how it works. That's science.
Yeah, it was bad. I did have a way to make up for it later, but you know.
Needless to say, it didn't work to deny it. Is that what you're telling us?
Correct. So.
Yeah, there's no hope in that at all.
Nope, not a clue. I mean, like none.
I feel bad that I've never had like that kind of experience before, like an embarrassing one like that.
Oh, your time will come.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Dude.
Yeah.
I'm horrified.
You're sure this has not happened?
Yes, I remember it. It scarred me for life, I'm sure. Absolutely, dude. I've had my phone go off in jury duty. That's like
fun.
No, that's nothing. No.
Garzi, dude, after playing off all the warnings of like turn your phone off and thinking like what idiot would do that, and then being that idiot.
Okay, that is dude,
like, oh my gosh.
Ouch.
It's like that old lady in church that's like, "Ow!"
The old lady that for some reason has like an Akon song on her dial. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, this has been glorious. Hopefully, we've all learned today that shame is a great motivator in the classroom. At least that's how Don uses it.
It wasn't intentional. It wasn't. But I do. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I do.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful. Well, to all your enduring, wonderful flatulences in the future, we wish you a very happy 10 Talks. Until next time, we'll say once again, we love you guys. We'll see you soon.
Take care.